Hello and welcome to week 4 of Jake's Views and Reviews for the 2021 General Legislative Session. We've got a lot to cover, so I'll jump right into it. There are 3 bills that we passed this week that I just wanted to bring to your attention. The first is Senate Bill 127. This is the Human Services Program Bill, what we lovingly refer to up here as the Paris Hilton Bill. Oh, I'm so excited. No, I really am not that excited, but it's a decent bill. It probably needs to be looked at. This is the bill that says, you know, when parents aren't able to control their out-of-control teenagers, they can basically sign a waiver that allows these people to show up at your house in the middle of the night, grab your kid out of their beds, haul them off to these detention centers and take them through a year's worth of re-education. There are some problems with this when they're using like chemical sedation to help keep the kids under control. I still think that this is a beneficial factor for some people's kids at some times, but I do think this needs a little more oversight. So I probably will be supporting the bill, but I'm going to be taking a really close look at it. It passed out of committee. It's going to be on the Senate floor later this week 5, going into week 5. Another bill that just passed out today, actually, House Bill 47. This is what's being called as Sarah's Law. This is the DUI revisions. So based on the existing DUI laws, you can get arrested with way too much alcohol in your blood system and be released within 8 to 10 hours. That's a problem. We had this Sarah, who we're talking about, as a cheerleader up in Clearfield, who a drunk driver was arrested, booked, and released within 10 hours of being arrested, and he was still drunk. He jumped in his car, took off, and ran into her, and she's a paraplegic now. And so this is tightening the parameters for habeas corpus, holding someone when they're still intoxicated. Okay, we want to dry them out before we send them back on the road. So oversight in the existing law. One of the other ones, Senate Bill 13. This is the Law Enforcement Internal Investigations Bill. This one actually is a decent bill. This goes to the whole police reform and, you know, reining in these out-of-control police officer shootings and stuff like that. The truth is, when we finally got into this really deep with the Department of Public Safety, we identified things that needed to be improved, and this bill, Senate Bill 13, actually improves those. Passed out of the Senate unanimously. And I think passed out of the House unanimously too. So these were common sense, and I think the police officers, the fraternal order of police officers, is on board with this. So it's a good bill that passed out. Now I'm going to talk about 3 bills that are coming down the pipe this week. We've got House Bill 209. This is the electric vehicle registration fee bill. This is actually Representative Kay Christopherson who's running this bill. This is a great bill. I mean, a lot of people are like, oh, we don't want to put fees on alternative fuel vehicles because then it's going to hurt the adoption. The science shows it doesn't hurt it at all. People buy electric vehicles for various reasons, and the cost of it is not a factor for people buying their electric vehicles. So that's a misnomer. Not only that, the reason for this bill is because an electric vehicle car has the same impact on our roads as a normal vehicle that reuses gasoline. So what we're really talking about is we have impacts on the roads. We have to maintain and upkeep those roads. We're not getting enough revenue from these electric vehicles when they're having the same impact as a regular vehicle. Makes perfect sense. Keep on pace with what we're doing for everybody so that everyone's paying the same. Right now, electric vehicles are not paying the same as all the other vehicles on the road. So I'm supportive of that bill. House Bill 166. This is the livestock shooting bill. So we already have laws on the books about not shooting livestock. This one is just strengthening those. Has a lot of environmentalists that want to protect these fluffy animals that are getting shot up in arms because of the Good Samaritan laws. I don't think their argument holds any water, but anyhow, this bill is on the 3rd reading calendar in the Senate. It should pass off, I think, next week sometime. So that's a good one. The last one I'm going to finish with is Senate Bill 122. This is my custody amendments revisions bill. And what this does is this, right now, if you're going to get a divorce and you've got a child and there's a custody dispute, right now, it heavily favors the wife over the husband by default. versus having an equal playing field as they go through their divorce proceedings. And what my bill does is says, no, we got to treat everybody the same. And mitigating factors would sway it one way or the other, like are you abusive or domestic violence or drug addictions, okay? So those are the bills I wanted to discuss with you. If you want to reach out to me, you can call me 801-901-3580. You can always email me at janderegg@le.utah.gov. Follow me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, political_Jake. And as always, it's been a pleasure to serve you. I look forward to continuing serving you. And if you want to reach out to me, please do. This is Senator Jake Anderegg coming to you from the Utah State Capitol Complex saying we'll catch you next time.